Hi guys, Ian
and Blake
from the Football Boots team, and today we're looking at Lukaku's potential big deal. He's got some new boots on, and we're also going to go and look at all the boots that have been worn this past weekend. There's been lots going on. Somebody scored a goal without any laces in their boots. We'll get to that in this video, and we're going to run through a little bit more of Lukaku's boot history, what he has been wearing. So let's get straight into it. So first things first, we're going to talk about Neymar. Lots of you sending us messages on Instagram telling us all about the fact that Neymar switched his boots in that game last week against Real Madrid. He has stuck with the Vapor 12s. He's got those on. And what happened this week?
So the real reason why Neymar was wearing two different boots in that Champions League match is because he hadn't broken in the boots yet. But in the Ligue 1 against Strasbourg, he wore them for the whole 90 minutes. He scored a goal and I think he got an assist as well.
Yeah, he had a good game in the end. Started off a bit slow.
Yeah.
Kind of contributed to Strasbourg's first goal, but then got back into the game, scored a kind of cheeky goal, I suppose.
Yeah, so he's officially switched to the Vapor 12. And other players, other Mercurial players, have gone from the 5 to the 6, including Alexis Sanchez for Manchester United and their 2-0 win against Huddersfield in the FA Cup.
Yep.
Next one we see is Willian. He also switched. He got 2 goals against Hull City. On to the next round for Chelsea in the FA Cup. He was wearing the Vapor 12s. And who's this?
So this is Eric Bailey. He is kind of back in action for Manchester United. Thank you very much to Darren Woe for sending this one in. He is wearing a pair of Tiempos, and perhaps maybe his Nike deal's up. Maybe
I don't know.
He's doing something because he's blacked out the back of the boots, and so it's just kind of, it really is that swoosh that he's blacked out, but it's a little blackout job, kind of personalisation.
I mean, it's a perfect colour for Manchester United.
Yeah, black and red, you can't go wrong, can you?
Red and black. All right. Next one we see is, so who's this?
So this is Charlie Musonda. He has cut the collar on his Superflies. He's got a pair of fire ones there. So he hasn't moved into the Superfly 360s yet. He hasn't done that. He's gone for the cut collar, which he's preferring. Thank you very much to Jack Milne for sending that one in on Instagram. Lots of the rest of you guys are putting messages on Instagram as well. We can't mention everybody, but we do appreciate all of you sending them in. Who have we got next?
So we're talking about Barcelona. This is not a boot spot. We're talking about FC Barcelona and the fact that they're 31 matches unbeaten in La Liga, and that equals the record that Pep Guardiola got back in the 2011-12 season, I think. But yeah, Barcelona seem to be much better without Neymar in their team. Next story we see is this. So this is the Glitch 18 Nocturnal Skins. Do you like these?
I don't mind them. Some are better than others. It's an interesting graphic. They're not the greatest colourways I've seen for the Glitch, but there's so many colourways for the Glitch, so you've got to find something you like. And if you don't like them, switch them off and put another one on. So
I really rate them. I think they're really bold and that's what the Glitch is all about. I really rate them.
Out there, stand out.
And this is our last one.
Oh, here we go. So this is the guy we're talking about with the boot spots. He's scored a goal without laces in his laced
Netflix, yes.
Multitude of lacing combinations, and he's gone for no laces.
It seems a bit odd. I mean, like, the whole boot is like that whole focus of the boot to have your custom laces in the net fit, but he's taken them out. I mean, responsiveness might be really, really bad in these, but
he's a quality player. He's got a goal back now in action, so it was a 1-0 win for Dortmund, I think.
Exactly.
It's working for him. It's just really interesting. It just completely conflicts with Puma's marketing from one of their standout style players. Mm-hmm. All right, so we're going to find out more about Lukaku in this video.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right.
So before we reveal what Lukaku has signed and what he's actually wearing, we'll just quickly go through a boot history. And his first boots that he wore at Anderlecht in Belgium were Adidas, so the Adidas F50 Adizeros. Then he switched on to Chelsea. He was wearing T90 Laser 4s. Great colorways on the left and the right there. I remember that boot very, very well. Then when he went to West Brom, he was wearing Nike, but he was wearing the T90 Lasers and that nice colorway. Then on to the Vapor 9s. Next one we see is when he was at Everton. So again, Vapor 9s, but as well as that, he wore this Superfly 4s for a very short stint.
He just changed his boots like all the time.
He changed his boots all the time. He just does what he wants. He doesn't even black out the colorways. He just wears what he wants. Yeah. So here he is wearing the Vapor 10s for Everton. He was big for Nike in their marketing campaign for the Humboldt Phantom 2. I don't know if he actually wore those, but yeah, he was a big player for them. Next one we see is wearing the Finish. So these are the liquid chrome Finish solos. Again, playing for Everton. Then again, you see him in the Vapor 10 and the Vapor 11. So Spark Brilliance and the last colorway for the Vapor 10, the Radiant Reveal.
It seemed like he was really locked in with Nike for a while. Like it seemed like everybody kind of thought he had a deals contract going on.
Exactly. And again, he's wearing the Humboldt Finish, that very, very nice colorway and boot at the Euros. Then what happened here? He moved on to Adidas, wearing that very, very nice X16.1 leather version.
Yeah, it's interesting he's gone with the leather variant.
Yeah, a lot of players actually prefer leather over the synthetic version. Then back onto the Humboldt Phantom 2 Spark Brilliance. So
he'd switch back,
back to Nike. Then back to Adidas, wearing the Stellar Pack Pure Speeds. So going from the Phantom, Hybrid Phantom to the Pure Speeds. I mean, two completely different boots. Again, he's seen wearing the Pure Speeds there, but Puma now. He's up to Puma.
Yeah, where did that come from? I mean, obviously, like Puma were like, have a go with our boots. Come on, and maybe they're looking at signing him as a big name player. Exactly. I mean, to be honest, like that would be a massive signing to Puma to get something like Lukaku.
Yeah, I mean, it's like Aguero. They don't really have a lot of players.
No.
What do we see next? He moved back to Nike with the Hybrid Phantom 2, then onto the Vapor 11s with that Floodlights colorway. Next one we see is a new colorway for the Radiation Flare Vapor 11s. And in training for Belgium with Roberto Martinez there, he's wearing some sort of old school Predator. Do you know what Predator that is?
Are they the Power Swerves?
The Power Swerves, that's right. So a random boot in training. He loves to wear different boots. Back to the X16.1 leathers, that turbocharged colorway. Then off to United. Here is where the mayhem starts. He wore the Vapor 11s for one of his first games for Manchester United in pre-season.
But then he was like, it's like the Nemesis was coming out this time. He was all over like Instagram. People were sending us pictures and stuff. Yep. And he's like, oh, he's moved to Manchester United, and he suddenly was wearing all these Adidas boots, and everybody was like, oh, it makes perfect sense. He's gone to United. He's going to get an Adidas deal.
I mean, almost like what Pogba did when he signed for United.
Yeah.
But he wore the X16.1 leathers, the Nemesis, and the Hybrid Phantom 2s a lot in pre-season for Manchester United.
Then as soon as the season started, he was just like,
as soon as he
straight back into the
Nike boots. Then what do we see here? Again in pre-season, he's wearing the Adidas X17.1, so he pretty much wore all the Adidas.
Yeah, he's tried everything. Like he should be running a football boots channel. He would better tell everybody the best boots out there. He's worn them all.
Yeah, and back to the X16.1 leathers and that turbocharged colorway for the same season's Vapor 10s randomly. I don't even know.
I think he just likes them. That's the thing.
He just likes them. But recently we saw him in the cold-blooded X17 Plus Pure Speed. So gone straight to that launch.
Nice little colorway for United as well, with the red and the black and obviously the white. But
and then he was back to Blackout Vapor 11. So he actually had a blackout boot here. And this is what Lukaku is wearing. So he's switched back to Nike. He's wearing the Vapor 12s. What do you think of this move, Ian?
I think it's a good move for him. I think it's, and he's got to get a contract at some point with somebody.
Yeah.
And like, he's into these straight away. Like, perhaps it's happening. Perhaps it's time for his contract to come through. And I think, like, out of all the boots he's tried, what do you think are the best ones that would suit him?
I think he's got really, really large feet. I don't know if he has...
Oh, yeah, he does have big feet, doesn't he?
I don't know if he has wide feet, but he's got something like 12, 13 UK size feet. He's got massive feet. I would say something... He's probably got quite narrow feet, I would say. If he had wide feet, I don't know why he's been wearing all these speed solos. So I think that's a good choice for him. I really think the Vapor 12 is a good boot to go up to.
I think something you guys can probably learn from this one, which... it doesn't matter. He has scored goals in all of those boots that he's worn. It hasn't made any difference to like how many goals he's been banging in.
Exactly.
And so as long as he's comfortable and happy with what he's got, and then hopefully he can get a contract, because he'd be on serious cash.
Yeah, he would.
Like we see like Royce there with Puma.
Yeah.
Like if Lukaku had a boot deal, I would imagine he would get at least as much as Royce is getting.
In my head, it would make sense if he actually signed a deal for Adidas, because of Belgium and Manchester United.
Yeah, they're tying when it's the promos, because they want to use players who are their like sign-ons for like the World Cup, so he'll be all over the Belgium advertising for that, and then obviously for Man United, the start of the new season with shirts and stuff.
Yeah, so we don't actually know if he's signed a boot deal yet. He could be signing for Nike.
Next week he could be back in Adidas.
He could be back in Adidas wearing the Pure Speed. So we don't actually know.
What do you guys think? What do you think he should be wearing? Should he be wearing Adidas? Should he be wearing Nike? Vote in the poll card now. Let us know what you think in that poll, and we'll take a look. So just this year, Lukaku has worn 9 different boots, which is pretty mad, really.
It's pretty insane, really.
So guys, you can see them all on the screen there. Leave a comment below. Let us know which one your favourite is out of all these boots. It's quite a selection.
Personally, which one would you go for?
Which one would I go for?
Yeah.
The Vapor 10s.
The Vapor 10s is a very good boot.
Yes.
I'd go for the Vapor 12s, but they're very, very nice boots in there as well.
Yeah, it's a great selection.
So I just quickly made this concept of the Vapor 12, and I'm going to ask you, and I'm going to ask you as well, do you think Lukaku is worthy of a signature edition boot by Nike?
I think eventually, I mean, Harry Kane got his 100 goals and he got his signature boot, so it's all about like reaching tallies and stuff. But that's the thing, if Lukaku gets a boot deal, he can get things like signature boots and stuff, like a little Belgium-inspired boot.
Nice.
It would look sweet. But that's all. Players have got to be kind of with a brand and be kind of tied in.
Yeah, locked in for a brand for a long time.
Exactly, so that's why he needs to settle down if he wants to get stuff like that. And it seems like he likes his boots. I think he would appreciate a signature edition, you know?
Yeah, exactly. So here are some of the players that will be switching into the Vapor 12 from the Vapor 11. There's actually quite a lot of headline athletes for the Vapor. We've got some serious talent here. We've got Neymar, we've got Luka Modric, Hazard, Coutinho, Isco, Sadio Mane, Ousmane Dembele, Martial, and of course Lukaku. I mean, there's solid headline names. I'm pretty sure someone like Puma would take any of those players to be their main man for a particular silo. But again, we'll go on to the Superfly. Not as many names. That is the difference between the Vapor 12 and the Superfly. A lot of professionals probably prefer the Vapor 12 over the Superfly. We've got CR7, Sanchez just switched, Mbappe he switched from the Vapor to the Superfly. Maybe Nike are paying more to wear the Superfly. Sane, Asensio, Walker, and Vardy. I mean, I don't think as many players wear the Superfly as they do with the Vapor, but which one would you go for if you had to wear one or the other?
I'll go for the Vapors. I mean, I prefer the lower collar. It's interesting, Vardy, another boot spot you guys sent in was Vardy wearing the CR7.
Yes, yeah.
That's
Very,
a bit
very
strange.
unique one.
But there we go.
Exactly.
All right, so talking about the difference between the Vapor and the Superfly, do you think that now the almost the same boot, you think the Superfly is going to die off because everybody's just going to go low?
I seriously think it could die off because the price point is only £20 difference.
Just a little bit.
It's not £50 difference. Like what you saw on the Superfly 5 to the Vapor 11, there was £50 difference just because of the higher collar. That was pretty ridiculous. And of course the Tizen synthetic upper, but it could very well die off in the future, and we could see.
I think if they're so similar, then there's definitely a chance that it could happen. But I think it's what Nike are doing a lot of stuff. You've got the Hypervenom Low and you've got the Hypervenom DF, and that's the only difference is between the two.
Yeah.
And that's what they're looking to try and do is give everybody the high-end version, and then you make your choice if you want the collar or not, rather than suddenly losing loads of tech because you don't like a collar.
Yeah, exactly.
And then you start cutting them off. But then I don't know really who do that.
No, I don't know either.
So, has Lukaku signed a deal with Nike? We don't know for sure yet. Maybe it'll come out soon. If he has, he's definitely into the Vapors. It'll be interesting to see what he's wearing next week. Guys, let us know any questions you have in the comments below. Make sure you're sending in those messages on Instagram. If you do see any boot spots you want us to mention in the show, then we will do that. Anything else?
No, that's it.
All right. Thanks for watching, guys. Go enjoy your football.